Hello, my name is Kenneth Ch'ng. I'm the founding president of Malaysia Origami Association as well as the founder of Malaysia Origami Academy. Today, I would like to introduce to you the art of origami. The word origami is a Japanese word. The word ori means to fold and gami is paper. So origami together means paper folding. And origami in Japan can be traced back to as early as the 16th and the 17th century. There is actually a scroll that clearly specified the folding techniques for 1,000 cranes. And the scroll name is called Zembazuru Orikata in Japanese. If you take a look at the nursery and the schools in Japan, people are using origami as a teaching tool, and also in a senior citizen home, origami is a very practical and also useful pastime. So origami is also being taught in schools and university in Japan. Also, origami is being practiced in a religious and a festive season, and also during the marrying ceremony. Let me shift gear a little bit into why origami is so important in recent years. After World War II, around 1950s, we see a boom in origami technology. For example, origami is actually used in fabricating the surgical stand for heart surgery, what we call angioplasty, as well as origami folding techniques has been used to build solar panel for the satellite and the microscope. So the folding algorithm or the folding way of origami can be applied to molecular level and to atomic level. I was in a semiconductor manufacturing industry for about 16 years before I decided to do origami full-time. I can see the potential that origami plays in the future. I think the most important field will be the field of the education, because I believe in empowering and imparting origami skill to produce new type of product that will make our life easier. If you see some of the countries around the world, they have started to adopt origami into the primary and secondary school syllabus. And of course, in the university level, we do see a lot of School of Mechanical Engineering adopted origami into producing a lot of new products. And I do see that in the future, especially in 5G and especially in Industry 5.0, origami plays an even more important role. So all these increasingly important factors actually contributed to my final decision to make a brave switch from a semiconductor field into origami. Every year in April 15 is actually Malaysia Origami Day, where all Malaysians celebrate origami in Malaysia. We have created a lot of origami creation related to Malaysia theme. And on the Malaysia Origami Day, we come together and we learn how to fold Malaysian origami. So, for example, here, this is the durian. This is actually folded from a single uncut and unglued paper. As you can see that we are using a two-color paper. One side is green, the back side is actually brown. You can actually open up here, but this takes about close to 60 hours of pre-creasing and folding. This is designed and folded by our art director of Pertubuhan Origami Malaysia, Sam Yap. Also, you can see here, this is the signature origami Wau Bulan. It has been entered into the Malaysia Book of Record in the year 2019. It's also designed and folded from one single piece of square paper without cutting and without gluing. As you can see here, it can open up. Alright, so this is again designed by Mr. Sam Yap. Apart from the Wau Bulan, you can see that there are all different types of Malaysia cultural heritage origami. We have the Wau Kuching. We also have the KL Tower that is folded from 1 ringgit notes using Malaysian currency with the Agong's eyes looking up at the peak. So we call this the aim high. And you can see also right here with the first Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman is also using one piece of paper as well as the face of the Tunku Abdul Rahman. Of course, we use the metal wire to make into the glasses. This is folded from a single uncut piece of foil paper as well. And of course, lastly, you have this signature shuttlecock. Again, you can look from internally here is from one single piece of paper without cutting and without gluing. Also, every year, 11th of November marks a very important day for all the origami artists around the world. It is World Origami Day. And the date 11th of November comprises of 4 ones. The 1, 1, 1, 1 represent the 4 edges of a square paper. And during this day, people around the world will come together to celebrate origami. Now, let me share with you the folding sequence of the origami Wau Bulan. Now, we're going to start by folding the origami in half, bringing the sharp corner together and give it a nice good crease. And then we're going to bring down the top, the sharp corner to the top and make sure you crease it nicely. And now, let's flip it over to the back. We're going to bring this up there and give it a nice good crease. And we are going to open the pocket right in the middle. Open the pocket up and squash fold into a triangular shape. All right. So this is what we call the water bomb base or the triangle base. Let's bring one of the flap down so that it's aligned to the vertical center and crease. Make sure to press on the flap to prevent it from moving. So next, we're going to bring this to horizontal position. And crease. Next, we're going to bring this flap up to the horizontal position, same as the other side, and crease. So this is actually the top wing of the Wau Bulan. And then I'm going to flip this over to the back, and we're going to fold this down along the center. So the center should be aligned to the edge of the flap at the back right here and right here. So this center here, and we need to crease it flat. Next, we're going to flip it over to the back and we're going to open up the model while carefully squash the pocket into a triangular shape like that, making sure that all are aligned nicely. Open up nicely to prevent the paper from breaking. So now you start to see that a preliminary base of the Wau Bulan has been formed. Next, we are going to give it more shape by folding in the pockets at the back while squashing the shape at the top here so that it is parallel with the edge. All right. Same thing right here. We're gonna fold this a diagonal pleat along the edges while squeezing this down so that it has this parallel shape. Next, we are going to fold this into half and we're going to pleat down the upper wing tip to give it a little bit of Wau Bulan shape right here and right here. And then we are going to fold this into half. All right. After that, I'm going to pleat it this way, bring the wings up so that it forms the backbone of the Wau Bulan. And we're going to flip it over to the back and repeat the same on the other side. Fold it over. Now let's open up the Wau Bulan flat. And we're going to pleat both wings into the center to create the backbone of the Wau Bulan. So this step will be a little bit more tougher due to the thickness of the paper. All right. And then let's repeat the same on the other side. Bring up the wing and bring it to the center to form the backbone of the Wau Bulan. All right. Okay. Next, let's flip over to the back and thin down the wing at the bottom. Okay. And lastly, let's introduce a little bit of curve right at the bottom wing, right here, the lower wing, by carefully making a half circle curved line and pinching the edge of the Wau Bulan, right here and right here. And lastly, let's give it a nice good pleat. And there you go, it's the Wau Bulan.